Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. David De Gea, brimming with confidence. No doubt an awful lot's going to be expected of him.
Well, he's looked very assured of late. Never looks like he needs to overexert himself. That's a really good sign for a goalkeeper, and it tells you how good his positioning really is.
Simons. And smartly reclaimed. He's having a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Milan! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Simons. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mendes providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good effort! And yes, it's there! 2, and we've barely begun here. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Yamal tries a shot! Deftly away. Now it's Yamal. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Albert Ferrer gets it away. Well, that has not gone well. And it's Henderson. Can he get it through? Foot in. Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's had a shot! Cafu gets it clear.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Jordan Henderson. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get on the end of this? Crosses it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cafu deals with that comfortably. Chance! And that has fair fizzed. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Al Ali Saudi are looking to go forward now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nice looking ball. Cafu, Al Ali Saudi do have a chance to counter here. Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No luck with that dink over the top. Baresi.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Simons. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Neymar. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Milan have their second corner now. Oh, he's had a chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, great leap! And again! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
Zanetti. Messi chasing after it. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Plays a shot. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Forward it goes. Xavi Simons. That's destined for the flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Neymar. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Messi. Chance, surely! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Veron is there and he can pick it up. That's a pretty loose pass. Out of play for a throw. Xavi Simons. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the run. Oh, good spread. Messi. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's Messi! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. And we get things going again. He's got away. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Romero. Now it's Simons. Threads one in. And he cuts out the supply. And that has put paid to that. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Veron. And the counter is on. No, it's come to nothing. Oh, terrible mistake. Messi. Now it's Simons. Gyökeres. Simons. Space for him to turn and look. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Veron. Tries to pass it through. Mendes gets over and intercepts. Yamal. Milan with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Veron gets a good foot in there. Gyökeres. That looks a good ball through. Baresi cuts out the pass.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And they've got rid. Nicely spread. Roberto Baggio. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Roberto Baggio actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well timed, excellent interception. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's beaten the last man. Decent chance! And that's in!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Al Ali Saudi cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And this is Roberto Baggio. And no, that was never going to make it. Milan are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Gyökeres. Now it's Hazard. Looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well played. That's a sharp pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Berbatov. David De Gea. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal, he has found the way through. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Berbatov, and he was quick to react. Hazard finding himself in space. Hazard going face to face with his great rival. And he whips it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's having a pop! And that really should have been that.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think...
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Al Ali Saudi with a chance to get level. That is some save from De Gea. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well read, and the danger is averted. So what can they make of this? Always onto this. And this is Hazard. And he's managed to get... Shot a goal! Corner number 4 coming up here. Haaland! But he's left disappointed. That has ended up in no man's land. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass somewhat off target. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce some...
Shoots! And it's in! Deep into injury time! And that was as... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster, that. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Oh, good stop by the keeper. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hakimi. And he's whipped it across. And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been cut out. Well played. And here's Messi. Rafinha. Oh, well played, well played. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Gyökeres. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. Now it's Yamal. Aimed beyond the defence. Now the ball in. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now he's got space here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice looking ball. Neither side yet able to find the net. Yamal. Hakimi. Looking for options. Goes for a shot! Goal! Milan!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And he's quick to return it. Tries to pass it through. And it's been played through. He's in one-on-one. Gyökeres! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Messi.
have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nicely weighted ball. Yamal plays a sharp little ball here. Cannavaro. And the finish! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
And he shoots! It's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And it's claimed by the keeper. And this is Messi. De Bruyne. He's in a great position here. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Looking for the run. Edmilson. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He can run onto that. Cannavaro. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. No, that's been intercepted. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And so the action is resumed. Knocks it into space. Pele. And he plays one through. And this is Bergkamp. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Played out to the left flank. Xavi Simons will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafinha providing a shot at goal! Yamal. And it's De Bruyne. Hakimi finding himself in space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Milan have their second corner now. Cleared without hesitation. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Xavi Simons is offering a wry smile there.
Has to go back here. That's the keeper's ball. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's the throw. Hazard. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Rafinha. Romero cuts it out. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's picked his way through. It's Roberto Carlos!
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, that has not gone well. Cannavaro with the clearance. Rafinha. Just about up to 75 minutes. Gyökeres finds himself offside. So we have movement on both benches. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for a runner. Neymar. And this is Pele!
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He has found the way through. Hakimi has it out wide and in space. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Haaland.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hazard. And that was nowhere near his best. Now, can they get him away? And he's worked it through. Casillas claims comfortably. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And this is Neymar.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Pele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Neymar. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's a pretty loose pass. Distributed tidily. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's an imaginative pass. Hakimi. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're up and running. Manchester United have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Picked out brilliantly. Taken back almost at once. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No, that's been intercepted. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is.
Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Good purposeful running this. Romero cuts out the pass. Casillas trying to keep this in. Shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hazard. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Manchester United always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
He can run onto that. Hakimi calmly anticipates. The message is clear. None shall pass. No way through, so back it comes. And it's Neymar! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Oh no, this does not look good. Vardiol. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. Crossed into... Terrific! Gyökeres finds himself offside. It's not an especially good pass, that. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. That is ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. And that was asking for too much. And he's gone long. Now it's Yamal. Hakimi. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Dani Olmo. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. McAllister. Nicely spread. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, and they have every right to be. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's destined for the flank. Looking for options for movement. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Kubasi. And Alexander-Arnold. Oh, he's been caught on it here! McAllister is the team's great visionary. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Milan leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start.
And the shot! And he hits the net! Manchester United are back on level terms. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Xavi Simons in acres of space out wide. Oh, no joy this time. Guardiol. McAllister. And Serginho. He won't be happy with that one. Nice looking ball. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now it's Hazard. Looking for the run. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's put paid to the danger.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And that's a nicely shaped ball. And he takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell. One that they hope will...
Great chance! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Neymar. Space for him to turn and look. Very nicely done. Hakimi plays it in. Nice interception, well timed. Dani Olmo. It's run loose here. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Hazard. That ball looks a good one. Might be danger here. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
In with the challenge. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Into the last quarter of an hour. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. No way through. Now it's Hazard. Dani Olmo. Milan can breathe again. Just. Gyökeres! Well, now it's a... Oh, what has happened here? Drives it in. Getting up there! Well taken goal. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have movement on both benches. Milan may be down, but not out just yet. Akanji. McAllister. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Bruyne. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Henderson really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it...
Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Jordi Alba. And that's been slipped through. Hazard. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Tries to play it through. Decent chance! Serginho. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that pass isn't the best. 5 minutes to add. That is good progress on the left. Good ball, good take.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great defending, strong and determined. And he welcomes it in. Well read, nice interception. Jordan Henderson. Oh, easy pickings there. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stop running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Jordan Henderson cannot be beaten that easily. Nuno Mendes. He has found the way through. Crosses it in. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Azar. And that has been cut short. Casillas. Simons! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Xavi Simons is offering a wry smile there.
Milan with the corner. They're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Azar. No, it's come to nothing. And he's gone looking for safety. No, that's been intercepted. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
And a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Now that's well seen too. Gerrard. Oh, that's well spotted. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, he's taken it. Yamal engages and forces him off the ball. Looks to the other side. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Here comes another cross. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 2 then. He's rising! Pass somewhat off target. Hakimi. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Çalhanoğlu getting this one clear. Shoots! That's another chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have...
And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed.
And this is Gerrard. Goes for a shot! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Bangladesh restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's under a lot of pressure there.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Hakimi has it out wide and in space. Great defending, strong and determined. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Gerrard chasing after it. Gyökeres. Nicely weighted ball. Shapes to shoot! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get...
Oh, he's been caught napping! There's the shot! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. Down to business again. A probing pass. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Foyt. Vardiol. Played towards the front line. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, played right into his path. Always goal side. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking for the run. That is good alertness. And that is well cleared. Nuno Mendes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Dembele. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's forced to go back. It's gone out for a throw-in. And this is Messi. Jordan Henderson. And it's made its way to him. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well read, nice interception. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now he's off and running. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Gyökeres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. Cross from Hakimi. Oh, important interception. Oh, good take in a good area. Xavi Simons was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Camavinga promptly onto that, and that is that. That is ended up in no man's land. Edmilson. Xavi Simons is herring after that one. He's not got that quite right. Bangladesh have got it back and they'll have another go. And Messi! Oh, good finish. Right back in the game. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Messi. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Milan have opted to make another change here. Azar coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And he's managed to get free, and he's undercooked that.
Bangladesh really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Nicely worked. Messi is flagged offside. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, it seems as though someone has been forced to pull up lame here.
Yeah, and I hope for his sake that it's cramp, meaning it'll be a quicker fix.
Well, it appears he's going to be okay, at least for now. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Henderson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Hazard. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. The final 5 minutes. So what can they make of this? Now it's Messi. Not the most accurate pass. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Can he get on the end of this? And he can clear it away. Well timed, excellent interception. Dink through. That's really well cleared. Diouf stood his ground strongly. Real chance! And that's a sharp finish. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours.
And that's that. Milan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly... Milan do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Milan with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Philippe shapes to shoot! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Brilliantly cut out. Can he get on the end of this? Ruben Diaz gets it clear. Plays a sharp little ball here. Great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Milan have a free kick. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hakimi got a long way forward to join the attack.